Today we're going to be talking the production on the Michael Jackson biopic movie has officially started. We're going to be talking different news and updates. We are going to be talking Jafar Jackson and this awesome new photo that was posted of him. We're going to be talking some updates from Prince Jackson, as well as we're going to be discussing one of the new casting news that we got recently. Young Michael Jackson has been cast. Stay tuned for that. I'm going to be giving my opinions. We're going to be talking some of my first impressions, and we're also going to be getting into some other Michael Jackson related content for the Michael Jackson fan community. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss it. You are now watching MJFANGIRL TV.
Girl, you got to
Alright you guys, so I am super excited because number one, this amazing picture was posted on Jafar Jackson's social media channels. It was taken by Jordan Jackson, which I don't know if that's his sister or his cousin, but another Jackson second generation family member took this photo, and I'm just loving the family involvement. It is said that production is going to start today. Today is, what is today's date? It is the 22nd of January. And so that was posted across so many different social channels, from the Michael Jackson official channel to John Branca's, to Prince Jackson posted something about it, Heal LA mentioned something about it, the Jacksons page, I don't know if I just said that already. I think I just said that. But anyway, anyone in the Michael Jackson community has been talking about this. And I thought that it was really interesting because I actually saw a tweet. If you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you're following me at MJFANGIRL blog. And someone said this. And I wholeheartedly agree. It is amazing that that is not Michael Jackson. Like, we know that it's not Michael, you know what I mean? Especially as big fans. But the fact that Jafar is able to take on that like stance and that silhouette of Michael, it gives me good vibes for the movie. And I've always had some pretty good vibes, I think, about the movie. I think in the beginning I was definitely reserved, but now that I'm seeing how involved the family is, I saw today Prince Jackson posted on his Instagram story at like 7:20 in the morning that production starts today. So yeah, I've been hearing that he's gonna be on the set as well. So yeah, it's just awesome to have that family involvement, and I think it's going to turn out really great. Now, the next piece of information that we got is that the young Michael Jackson has been cast. Now, let's take a look at this article from Variety. I'm gonna read a little bit of it to you guys, and then also talk to you guys about my first impression and like now how I'm feeling a couple days later. Okay guys, so this is from Variety magazine. Michael Jackson biopic casts Giuliano Cruvaldi as young Michael. And I'm gonna put the picture up here so you guys could see what he looks like. He's 9 years old. Giuliano Cruvaldi, a 9-year-old actor, has been cast as Jackson from his early days in the Jackson 5. Okay, it was announced Thursday. This opportunity, and this is a quote from the actor, "This opportunity is really important to me because Michael Jackson is the king of pop and he is very special in my heart," Valdi said in a statement. "I've been dancing to his songs for 5 years now. He makes me feel really special and makes me feel good about myself. I love the energy of Michael Jackson." And the article goes on to share that he's amassed 150,000 followers plus on Instagram, and he's known for his Michael Jackson inspired dance moves and costumes. So you guys can check out his Instagram. It's Giuliano Crew, Giuliano K-R-U-E. If you just Google it, you'll be able to find it. And he's got a really great dance moves. He's definitely embodying older Michael Jackson, like, you know, doing the moonwalk and the kick and all that stuff. And I think it's cool that he was cast, because it's always amazing to have a young person embody someone who they admire in the first place. That means to me that they will do their best, and they'll have like a personal interest in really showcasing authentically, you know, the essence of the character. That's what I believe anyway. And so to see someone that's a young man who's a fan be cast, that's amazing. I will say that I'm not sure like about the resemblance. You guys, I'm a very visual person. That's why I like to do YouTube here. That's why I, yeah, I'm like, I'm a visual person. So to me, when I first saw him, I'm like, is he resembling Michael Jackson, Jackson 5 era enough? It remains to be seen, because we've got to see, like, is he playing young Michael before they become in the Jackson 5? Are they going to be doing some special makeup? I mean, obviously special makeup and hair, right, can really make the difference. But yeah, he seems like he's going to be an awesome actor. I don't know if it's going to be similar to like the Jackson's American Dream, where they had like someone playing a young Michael, and then Jackson 5 on was different. I am of the belief that this movie is going to be focusing more on Michael as an adult star and less on the Jackson 5 years. Especially because, you know, we've already got that from the Jackson's American Dream. And this is a Michael Jackson estate project, so you know that the estate is very invested in showing who Michael Jackson was as a solo artist. Even in like stuff like the musical and MJ1, they're not dipping and dabbling too much into the Jackson 5. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. Is it gonna be like a big part of the biopic, the Jacksons and Jackson 5 part? Do you think it'll be like a third of it, a tenth of it? Kind of like, you know, how I think in Ray they really only showed glimpses of his childhood. It wasn't like half of the movie or anything, but obviously for obvious reasons. But Michael's situation is a little bit different, being that, you know, he was catapulted into stardom as a child star from the very beginning, and he had like this huge career before he even became the King of Pop. So I'm curious to know what you guys think. Like I said, at first glance I was like, oh, okay, like, hey, I am open to seeing everything. I am like gonna be reserving like real big judgment until I see the movie, and I have high hopes, like I said, in the director, and I really think it's really cool that the family is excited about it. They've cast Jafar, and so I'm believing in good things. But yeah, Jackson 5 casting, or Jackson Young Michael casting, has been released. Let me know what you guys think below, and I hope that you guys are also interested in some other content related to young Michael Jackson. I thought it'd be cool. I know a lot of you guys come here for the news, but if you want to stick around, I'm going to be talking to you guys about some of my solo Motown tracks from Michael Jackson, young Michael Jackson, that we really never talk about. And I just want to give you guys a little bit of history, so stay tuned for that right after this. Alright, so Michael Jackson solo albums that we never talk about, Motown era stuff. I have a list here of the albums, and I'm going to read them off to you. Got to Be There came out in 1972, January to be exact. Ben came out in August 1972. Music and Me came out in April 1973. And Forever Michael came out in January 1975. Now, a lot of these albums showcase some really unique points in Michael Jackson's discography and his history as an entertainer. Most notably, like his vocal range changing and maturing, right, from like a child to like a puberty, and getting that like adult voice that he really showed, like, you know, the mature range and everything. So I think that a lot of these albums are underrated. A lot of the songs fly under the radar, but I'm sure in the 70s a lot of these songs were really popular, but now today in the MJ community I feel like we don't talk about them enough. And so I wanted to talk about a couple of songs that I really love. Number one is going to be Music and Me. I just feel that it's so autobiographical, and it's crazy because it's like he sang it when he was a child star, but yet it really seemed to apply to his life, right? You know, he's often talked about how if you want to know him, look at his music and listen to his music. And in the song he says, you know, there have been others but never two lovers like Music and Me. And it's just about like how he is so close to the music and how he embodies the music, and I just love that song. It reminds me actually a lot of The Legend Continues, because I know that they played that song, and then a couple of other songs from like Michael's young solo career at Motown. So next song, Dear Michael. Now if you do not know Dear Michael, you gotta familiarize yourself with it. I'm gonna play you a little snippet right now because I just can't resist.
wrote, dear Michael, I wrote you 100 times before.
It's just such a great song. I am also gonna just now list off a couple of other songs that I think are really, really good. I'm gonna do it pretty fast because now I actually have to go, you guys. I wanted to talk to you guys about all 10 songs. Number 3 I had listed here was Ben. That's just like a classic. Actually it's not based on it's based on the story from the movie Ben, but also reflects Michael in his real life, who also we came to find out later on actually had an affinity for pet rats. So, pet mice, you should say. Which was showcased in like the Jackson 5 cartoon as well as the Jackson 5 American Dream. And I think that was true. So, next, I Want to Be Where You Are. Love this song. To me, this is like one of the most, it always is like, it's just so heartwarming and it's just so great to hear this song. Like, I just love it. And I'm not even really sure why I love it so much, but I do. And so I think that you guys should enjoy it too if you haven't heard it in a while. Just go and listen to it. And I love the scene in Jackson's American Dream. And I know it's like not the greatest scene, but you know, when they come off of the plane and Michael's upset and he has to go on stage right away and Joseph Jackson's like, do you know who you are? You're Michael Jackson. Go out there. And like even now it gives me the chills. So love that song. Number 5. We are almost there. We're almost there. Like, what? That is like an emotional song. It's just like young love. And like, I love that era of Michael Jackson. What was he, like 15, 16 here? I actually don't know the exact age. I should have looked that up previously, but I love that. With a Child's Heart, Got to Be There. What do I have here? One Day in Your Life, Just a Little Bit of You, Rockin' Robin. Those are the other songs that I feel like are just, those are my top 10 favorites out of all of the solo Michael Jackson hits. Those are my faves, and I think that they deserved recognition. And I did not have a chance to finish my conversation about them today, but I hope that you guys did enjoy some of the tidbits that I shared. And yeah, just let me know what else you guys would like to hear from me, whether it's updates on the biopic every time they come out, whether it's more reaction videos if you missed that, if you want more sit downs. Like, I really just don't know where to take the content this year, but I'm just finding that like sitting here in my home office like in an MJ t-shirt is just like, with my little camera, it's just easier for me these days to get content out a little bit more frequently. Just yeah, and I'm really very much inspired by all these news updates. I'm really excited by it. Before I leave, I wanted to just send my condolences to all the friends and family members of one of the most dedicated, loyal, outspoken, and awesome people in the Michael Jackson fan community. We recently lost Melly for Justice. You guys might know her on Twitter. She was the president of the Michael Jackson Fan Club of New York. When I was there, she and I ran different fan organizations at the same time, and I will always remember her because she was very close working with, not that she was close working with them, but she was very close to the estate after Michael passed away. And I know that back then I like only was writing a blog, and like I had written to be a part of like their press release newsletter or whatever, so I could share information there. And I'll always remember that Melanie put in a good word for me, and she did not with Alicia, the old rep, which she did not have to do that. And that was so nice of her, because yeah, we really didn't know each other that well, but I thought very highly of her, and I know a lot of people in the Michael Jackson fan community did. So rest in peace. I thank you guys for watching.